Hello and welcome back. As you remember, we are reading the topic sentences to this article to see whether they provide a good idea of what the full paragraphs and hence the full text is about. We had already looked at the introduction and the methods section. Now we're down to the results, findings, or in this case, data analysis section. Section 1 of the survey contains 16 statements related to various grammar mechanics issues. As you remember, in the methods section we talked about the fact that we're using a questionnaire, a survey, to test our hypotheses, and here we refer to section 1 of that survey, and that deals with grammar and mechanics. And then we see that there are many tables and details following. Here's my next topic sentence. 15 statements in section 2 of the questionnaire. I'm now in section 2 of that survey questionnaire. Asked respondents to indicate how they assessed punctuation errors for ESL students as compared with native English users. So section 1 we know was about grammar, mechanics. Section 2 seemingly is about punctuation. The greatest difference in assessing punctuation, still punctuation, regarding mistakes with misuse of apostrophes. Okay, that's interesting. Next one, section 3 of the survey contained 15 statements related to communication processes. Okay, so section 1 is grammar, section 2 is punctuation, section 3 is communication. I get more tables still. Oh, lots of tables there. And then, here we go. Respondents were not very lenient, where poor organization was a factor which showed the greatest degree of disagreement among teachers for the 15 items. Poor organization, the 15 items. I'm seemingly still in section 3, dealing with communication. The Kruskal-Wallis test was used to analyze various demographic data. I remember in the methods section that we also had a topic sentence starting with Kruskal-Wallis test. So I'm referring back to my methods section. We're doing the statistical analysis again. Next we have, there was only one area where gender differences were significant, and that is semicolon usage. So here we zoom in a bit more on that Kruskal-Wallis test that we had prior in the previous paragraph. And then another table. Median responses indicate males would be more lenient, some more statistical analysis of the demographic data. Age of instructors, the next one, significant factor for only one area, so more details for the statistic analysis there. And assessment of only one factor, unnecessarily negative wording, differed significantly. No significant differences were found among factors where geographic origin was a demographic criterion. Discussion of the findings. Although the survey results showed differing degrees of leniency by instructors evaluating written communication assignments of English as second language students, most respondents indicated they show little or no, and then we need to scroll down, favoritism towards students whose first language is not English. So, our research question was trying to find out whether or not teachers are going to treat students differently whether they are native speakers or non-native speakers, and here we find that there is no difference. So very clearly, topic sentence immediately providing the answer to my hypothesis, to my research question. A total of 32 respondents wrote brief statements about their thoughts on evaluating English as second language students. So here seemingly I'm going to get some additional thoughts, and I see some bullets here trying to see that we've got some quotes, remarks offered in the questionnaire. Finally, the conclusion section. Business communication instructors strive to maintain integrity in assessing their students while effectively preparing them for careers in business and industry. So we see that the instructors have a clear goal. They want to prepare students for their careers in business and industries, and in doing that they maintain integrity, or at least they strive to do so. They try not to make differences or treat people differently based on whether they're native speakers or not. So I think that by just reading the first sentences, the topic sentences of all the paragraphs, you're already quite able to get the gist, the main information out of a text. My advice to you is to do this test. Once you've written the paper, read all your topic sentences and just the topic sentences. If you think that a reader is able to make out and reconstruct the main narrative, the main story that you want to convey, the main message, then you will have written a good paper. If not, try to make sure that all those paragraphs start with those good topic sentences. Good luck.